How to install solar panels on the roof properly. Solar cells, which convert and produce many watts of electricity, are an important component of your home's photovoltaic system. Therefore, the implementation of its installation is also very important. How to install solar panels on the roof properly will help you get more information on how to install solar panels. What is a solar battery? Solar cells or photovoltaic cells consist of many photovoltaic cells called solar cells. This photovoltaic cell is a semiconductor element containing on the surface many light sensors or photodiodes, which convert the energy of light into electrical energy. Indicators amperage, voltage, or resistance of the panel changes depending on the amount of light shining on them. These photovoltaic cells are combined into a block to become a solar cell, usually from 60 or 72 photovoltaic cells on a panel. Solar panels are known as a material with the feature of converting sunlight into electricity installed solar electricity. Batteries generate electricity from the sun's light. Just like hydroelectricity generates electricity from water, thermoelectricity generates electricity from coal. They are highly efficient and have an average lifespan of up to 30 years. This is the first piece of information in how to install solar panels on the roof properly. Safety rules when installing solar panels before proceeding with solar panel installations. It is important to know the following important safety information to reduce the risk of electric shock injury or physical harm. As you will be working with equipment that can produce hundreds of watts of electricity. Stop working in bad weather. The first safety rule to note is to always stop all activities in bad weather conditions such as heavy rain and strong wind. When there is high wind, working on the roof will cause a loss of balance or damage to the system. In weather conditions with heavy rain or wet, slippery climates with wet tools will affect the safety of people when performing installations such as electric shock, slip, and fall. No pressure on the panel. Try not to put pressure on the panels by sitting on or stepping on them to avoid the product breaking and causing bodily injury, electric shock to you, or damage to the panels. Also, do not drop or leave anything on top of this system to avoid scratching or leaving marks on the device, making it less effective at absorbing sunlight. This is further information on how to install solar panels on the roof properly. Make sure the roof or installation area is not damaged. Make sure that the roof covering is not wet or that your roof is not damaged. This is not only on roofs of buildings under construction but can also happen with very old roofs. Not only will the roofs not get damaged and wet, but you also need to make sure they are strong enough to support the weight of the solar panels. Ensure safety measures when performing the installation. You need to ensure extreme safety precautions and protective measures to avoid slipping, falling, and causing injury or loss of life. Check ladders and working scaffolding to make sure they are in good use and for your safety. It is recommended to use rubber mats to prevent slipping on the steps. This is further information on how to install solar panels on the roof properly. Do not install alone. Always have at least one other person working with you to help hold the ladder for you when climbing or to prevent other emergencies. Wear all necessary protective clothing including well-fitting work clothes, non-slip shoes, insulating gloves, helmets, harnesses, ropes, and safety nets, allowing you to move easily, comfortably, and safely. Metal jewelry should not be worn when working with your solar panel system to avoid dangerous electric shock. Test all your working tools to make sure they are working safely before installation. Avoid touching any electrical contacts or wires without proper safety protection. The panels should not be installed anywhere within 0.3 meters near the sea or where there is a lot of fog. Steam and mist can interfere with photovoltaic equipment, causing electric shock to the installer. It is also recommended to install in areas with corrosive substances according to ISO classification C5 or areas with flammable gases to avoid extremely dangerous fire and explosion situations. It is recommended to install the panels on their side when installing the position. It is common for the panels to lie on their side instead of horizontally. Here, how to install solar panels on the roof properly will provide information explaining the above problem. Installed above. Earth is a sphere that revolves around the sun. Only the line of the equator is perpendicular to the sun's rays, not the other regions. Right at the equator, the angle of incidence of the sun's rays is 0, the further to the pole, the greater the angle of incidence.